I'm going to crush this 5.5% myth right now. Over half of you are on the sidelines ready to buy a house, but you're waiting for this mythical 5.5% number, thinking that's the best way to go about buying your property. That's exactly what the banks want you to believe. They want you to get fixated on this interest rate so you lose and they win. It's not about the interest rate when you buy a home, it's about the structure of your mortgage. You can lock in an interest rate at 5.5% for the next 30 years, or look at a first lien HELOC and potentially pay your home off somewhere between 3 and 7 years. Which one do you think actually saves you money and gets you towards financial freedom and helps you build wealth? My clients are actually paying off their homes sometimes even faster than how people pay off their cars. While others that are brainwashed that want to fixate on this interest rate, you're sitting on the sidelines, and once you buy a house, you're making the banks rich. Stop waiting for the perfect interest rate and let me show you how you can use a first lien HELOC to completely destroy this 5.5% myth. So here's a scenario with a $500,000 purchase price. We're going to put 10% down on a primary residence. Again, we're going to use 5.5% as our comparison rate on a 30-year fixed mortgage. We've got an estimated $10,000 of net income every month that gets deposited into our HELOC. This client has an extra $50,000 between checking, savings, and other accounts that we're going to reallocate and divert that money back into the home equity line of credit. Because we use our HELOC just like we do our checking account, we've got $10,000 going in. We're going to cover all of our bills and expenses. And at the end of the month, let's say we got about $3,300 left over, which is a third of our net take-home pay. Here's your 30-year fixed mortgage at 5.5%. Here's our first lien HELOC. Same $450,000 balance, you can see there. We're paying off that mortgage in 7.8 years, saving this client $327,000. And just for all you haters, we're going to show you the interest rate here on the HELOC at 8.3% because you care so much about interest rates. But so many of you will still take this 5.5% interest rate simply because it's a lower rate. None of you are looking at this here. You're saving over $300,000 in the next 93 months. We're only paying $142,000 worth of interest. That gives you an effective APR on your mortgage of 1.9%. That's the part that most of you miss. You get so enamored with this interest rate. You ignore this number here and you ignore the effective interest rate, which is honestly a crime. And just to do the math for you, $327,000 saved over 7 years is the equivalent of nearly $42,000 a year in interest that you are willing to throw out the window just because you like a lower interest rate. The real comparison is this number. Can you get a 30-year fixed under 1.9%? If the answer is no, the HELOC is a far